Welcome to my first ever tier list. Today we're doing a video on Lego shooters. So let's get started. So the first one, which probably started it all, was the Flickfire missile, but we're not doing that right now. But the old stud shooter was so boring. It was weak, useless, and just looks ugly. So I guess you obviously know what is going to happen. We're gonna put it in F tier for now. And then we have the Flickfire missile, the one that started it all. It came in so many Lego sets, such as the 2008 Republic fighter tank and the droid gunship from 2019. They're good shooters, but they were kind of annoying since you have to flick them. Hence the name Flickfire missiles. They hurt your finger. They were annoying, and yeah, people never really liked them. So you can say that we're either going to give this a C tier for now. I mean, they were fun and nostalgic, but at the same time, they hurt your finger. But the droid gunship was a huge game changer since you don't get to flick them, you get to push them. So for now, we're just going to give this a D tier since it was awful. And the new stud shooter, boy, what a time to be alive. It's powerful, good, came in a lot of Lego sets, but not really. I still have nostalgia for the old one, but it never really worked that nicely. So, yeah, we're just gonna give this a tier since it was better. It's bulkier. The stud is not really exposed. So we're just gonna go ahead and give this an A tier. Now, the spring-loaded missile was a huge game changer. It was a replacement for the flick-fire missiles that they somehow use today, and I totally love this projectile. It came in the 501st Battle Pack, the Republic fighter tank, General Grievous's ship from 2020, and it came from the Death Star. That was $500. They were really trying to rip you off there. But nonetheless, this was a good projectile in its time. It was released in 2014, and it came in so many Lego Star Wars sets. So when in doubt, we're obviously going to give this the best tier there is on this list. We'll give it a C tier, or a S tier, I mean. And here we have the six stud shooter. It was a good projectile. It was satisfying to fire over and over again. And it was released in 2015. It came in the Snow Speeder from 2015 or 2016. And yeah, it came from a Sonic set and so much more. And it came from a buildable, well, not a buildable figure, but a mech for oh my god, I cannot talk. So yeah, we're just going to give this a C tier for now. The reason why is because you lose all your studs and never find them again when you fire it too fast. So yeah, we're just gonna give this either a C tier or a B tier. And here we have the most overpowered projectile. It was a Technic launcher. It was so powerful that everyone loved it. I got to test it out one time, and wow, it had more power than I thought. So, yeah. I do not know when it was released, but I'm just gonna say either 20 either 2013 or 2014. And I think it came in the Bionicle sets. And here we have the ball turret. And I really have nothing else to say here. It's just a ball turret from the Bionicle and Marvel sets. And they're pretty good, I must say. But yeah, they can hurt just like the Technic launcher. So we're just going to give this a B tier since it was powerful, but it's just a bit overrated at its time. And here we have a stud shooter, well not a stud shooter, but a flick fire missile. It was pretty good, I must say. The only downside is that if you put the thing upside down, it will fall. But if you flick it, it will not hurt your finger at all. And it depends the strength. If you do it weak, then it's not gonna go far. But if you do it with all your force, it's just going to go in full force. So when in doubt, put this in A tier. It's the best, obviously. And here we have one of the classics. It came from 1994, and it was good at its time. It was used in pirate sets and probably other sets. So yeah, this was pretty fun to use, obviously, because it's just kind of like the flick fire missile, but you get to pull it and just let it go. So it was obviously pretty fun at its time. And yeah, you can pretty much just cheaply like put like a cylinder thing in there and just pull back the thing and boom, just let it go and it will fire. It was pretty impressive at its time, and obviously it was pretty fun. Obviously other people used it. Probably fun to other people. I only got to try it out once, never again, so we're just gonna put this in A tier. And that is it for the tier list. If you want me to do something more like this, then comment, like, and subscribe, and tell me what you think. Alright, goodbye.